Hello to you people, welcome back here at Tuning Dutchy. Now, after some videos that was actually some bad news, I can definitely tell you from today that I have also good news. Now, the good news is that my car is finally running stable. However, I have to pull some gas. So I have to pull the throttle to let some fuel coming into the system. But that's a point where I come soon. For the people that doesn't know where I am talking about. In the previous videos, I was doing some customizations on my EGR tube with blocking that off. So that normally means you will get a little bit, well, minimizing, but a little bit more horsepowers. Now in this case, it was definitely not. Nobody told me actually whenever you are removing your EGR tube, that also means that you have to do something with new fuel maps, or at least editing them. Now, I have not done that, so it was resulting in a very high idling, and I'm talking about 3,500, 4,000 RPM on a very cold engine. That's definitely not what I want. I mean, I wouldn't say unhealthy, but I mean the pistons are going up and down that quick that I definitely don't like it. I mean, I drive the hell out of my car, but then again. Anyways, back to the subject. So what I have done here, the previous time, I was doing something with my idle air control valve. Now, if you guys don't know what an idle air control valve means, idle air control valve is actually pretty easy to say. Now, it can be closed, so it can be closed, and it can open up. Now, on a very cold engine, so whenever you are starting your car in the morning, it should be closed. Why? Now, your idle air control valve is mostly common by the throttle body. If it's closed, now if the idle air control valve is closed, that means that a lot of air can go through. Now, with a cold engine, you need a lot of air to that can reach the combustion chamber. Now, whenever your engine is on a very good and steady temperature, so let me say half-hour driving or something, that idle air control valve which is closed should be extended. So it only should let a little bit of air through, because if you don't if you don't throttle it, it actually gets its air from that little tube, as I already said, or with another system. So if you pull the throttle, it will go and close it a little bit. Or if you go flat out, it's going to be completely closed again. So that's actually how it works. Now, and I thought I had a problem with my IAC. Now, probably I had, but this did not fix my problem. I mean, I have to say, I had a faulty IAC. I checked that. With a cold engine, it was closed. And with a hot engine, it was closed. And that's not right. Because if a hot engine and the idle air control valve was still this coming out instead of that, that's not good. That means a lot of air is coming through, while the car actually wants to idle on 950 instead of 1500. Now, so after that, I was thinking and grabbing myself like, hey, you know, what could be the problem? I mean, I was playing around with the throttle body cable, the throttle body itself, the EGR tube. Now, I knew that the EGR tube was correctly fitted. Everything was completely tied up, even if it's aluminium, which I should not tie up that fast, but I have done it. So it did the trick, no damage at all. So I was thinking, what could be the problem? And then I was thinking, hey, wait a second. Did I forgot to screw one screw actually very good in there? So that's actually that. So I was thinking, you know, let's turn back to my dad's garage and you know what? Let's tie up that screw. I mean, that was the problem. So I took the complete EGR out, pull a little bit with my fingers the EGR valve itself, a little bit up and down, up and down, up and down. I was moving perfectly. So I knew already that it was definitely not damaged, because it was moving freely, it was not sticky. So I knew that if there is going to be pressure in there, that it was moving in any way. So that was good. So what I've done, I took the EGR completely off, and mine is an EGR valve with some hoses on it, very tiny hoses. So I cleaned everything up twice. One when I was at my dad's house, and one actually way before when it was going wrong. So after that, I put it back again, but this time I was really putting a lot of pressure with my hands on those screws. So they were really tight. So I just was hoping that this was doing the trick instead of a new idle air control valve, which is actually from 2004 instead of from 2000, because my parts are from year 2000. So, and 2000 and 2004 is a little bit different. Not that that is going to be a problem. I mean, it's working. So, but after that, I started the engine. Well, it hesitates a little bit, like it's already doing now. So I had to reset the ECM several times. So the only thing that I have now, I mean, whenever I want to start the car, it doesn't want to run at all. If I don't pull the throttle, I have to pull the throttle a little bit before it even is going to start. Now, I mean, with this tiny car, with such a small engine, which is only 0.8 liters, you actually don't have to pull the throttle, because we have injectors for that. They already do it for you. Because this is not a carbureted engine. So whenever the car is started, I have to at least, well, do the idling myself, so manually. So I don't know if there is a choke in there, or if it's done, broken, whatever. So I have to look in that. Now, today I was driving to the supermarket and to the gas station to get some tobacco. And what I have definitely seen is that my car was stalling when I was pressing the clutch. Now, that is definitely not supposed to happen on the roundabout, but it happened. So, you know, what happens, happens. So yeah, I mean, no problem. I started the car up, no problem at all, driving away, and no more stalls. So I don't know if this is gonna be the throttle body cable, or if this is gonna be an automatic choke. I don't even know if that thing has it. I think so. Or that the idle air control valve maybe is still wrong. That it's not the correct one. Now, my idle air control valve, which was in there, has a pintle on it, and beneath the pintle there is a little tube. That's original. So a tube with the pintle. Now with this one in there, there's only the pintle. There's no tube. So I don't know if that's has to do with more airflow or less. I don't know. But it's not how it should go. So I have to dig in that. Maybe I still have to do some customizations with the throttle body cable. I don't know. But definitely the idle problem is luckily fixed. So I'm happy with that. So I'm looking forward, guys, to do another video maybe very soon. Maybe even when I'm working on the car a little bit. But the most common problem is luckily solved. The EGR problem is finally out of the world. It took me a lot of time. This time was going quicker than the previous time because I knew already how I could take it off. But we fixed the problem, so that's good. Anyways, guys, I hope I see you guys in the next video. Give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe on the channel. I might be planning to do another drive POV whenever my car is stable again. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to check out my Instagram, because there you guys can see where the picture that I have posted when I was doing that with the EGR in a correct way. So take a look for yourself. Follow me on Instagram if you guys want to. You can find that on the channel itself. So anyways, guys, I hope I see you guys the next time. This was Tuning Dutchy, and I'm signing out.